my channel. My name is AG. In pursuit of being a little bit different, I went ahead and had this put together with my wife. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Greatly appreciated. Help get that information out to a bunch of other people. Okay. Today I want to talk about two things. One is going to be giving merit to why I believe I have the greatest body transformation of all times. And then also, since I've done the PNBA, which is a natural bodybuilding league, and then I also did the NPC, which is one where people actually use steroids, I'd like to compare the two leagues and give you my thoughts on that. Now let's get in real quick to why I believe I have the greatest body transformation. First thing I want to mention is medical history. I don't want to go in too much detail, but I actually have 6 knee surgeries, ACL twice, one on each side, and arthroscopic twice on each side. I basically have no cartilage. Also, I've been in 3 accidents over the last 5-6 years. One almost killed me, was a semi, and 2 others injured my back. I'm also a disabled veteran with back issues. I have T10 was broken in 2020, and I also have currently I have 8 herniated discs. With every transformation, there's always a weight loss. Some people have lost incredible amounts of weight, but when I go on to where I actually competed and finished 3rd in the world, I was down 80 pounds from where I started. Muscle gains is another thing that I want to mention. I've gained 5 inches on my arms, and I'm at least 40 pounds heavier on my heavy lifts. I actually started training right before I turned 50 years old. I had no coach, no posing coach, no training coach, no dietitian at all. I actually competed several times. First year, got my pro card. Second year, competed in the Natural Olympia in 2019 and came 3rd in the world, 50 and over. Third year, I actually broke my back, got some herniated discs, got sick twice, didn't do anything, didn't train at all. My 4th year, I started training again, and then I ended up doing an NPC show where I came in 2nd in middleweight and 3rd in 50 and over. So I consider my placings and how well I did to be incredible because the people I competed against were not beginners. These guys are all Hall of Famers, almost all of them. These guys have competed 30, 40 years, even before they were 20. I've seen pictures of most of these guys, and they've looked incredible their whole lives. So for me to have done as well as I did against people that have done this for 30 years, to me that makes for a more impressive showing. In conclusion with the transformation thing, if anyone has seen, heard, knows of anyone that is comparable to what I mentioned, please let me know. Because I've looked long and hard, I haven't found anything close. Plenty of people 30 and younger have gotten stuff done, and some people older, they all have trainers. Now I want to compare the PNBA competitions versus the NPC competitions, basically natural versus steroids, just like I said in my thumbnail. So the first thing I want to talk about is pricing. The PNBA is about 30% cheaper at the gate for the people coming to watch in the PNBA. If you decided that you wanted to be a competitor, PNBA, NPC, they're all very comparable in pricing, and also the memberships are comparable. The only thing that I find odd in these two leagues is that if you actually want to do a show in November and you get a membership card and they actually expire all at the same time annually, you actually have to buy a new card after December, even though you bought one in November for full price. The audience at the PNBA Olympia was very big, and it's probably very comparable to the show that I actually went to at the NPC, which is the Hurricane Pro in Tampa, actually St. Petersburg. One of the problems that I noticed with the NPC, they opened their gates at exactly 8 o'clock, just like a bank, right at 8 o'clock. The problem is the show starts at 8 o'clock. So by the time my wife got to her seat, she already missed one time that I was on stage. I ended up going on stage 3 times, and she missed one of them, and she paid $100 for a ticket. The warm-up time. In the PNBA, they allow you to warm up as much as you need. Not a whole lot of pressure. They are very organized in the back to put you together. The lack of warm-up time in the NPC was incredibly frustrating. After they had their meeting in the morning, they told us that no weights or anything were allowed where we were in the back part of the venue. Venues are nice. I noticed on the smaller PNBA shows, they don't have as many booths going on around that sell things. Whereas with the NPC, they had quite a few very professionally done. So in the NPC show, no one was allowed to take pictures or video. Obviously, that would compromise some of the memories, but you could purchase them for package deals. Whereas in the PNBA, they offer that package deal thing, but you can take a picture anywhere you want. One of the advantages you have is if I wanted my kids on stage to get a picture with me, I could do that. That means a lot because, really none of us, or I'm not going to say none of us, but a lot of us are probably not going to be IFBB pros. So memories of what we've accomplished is important. The athletes themselves, all the athletes were pretty friendly, probably a little bit more in the PNBA. But the thing about the PNBA is all those athletes have a different look. They all have their own look. Where in the NPC, a lot of people look the same. There's a huge comfort level when you have the ability to go talk to the promoter and you feel that you're listened to. And he cares. PNBA is that way. Denny Kakos, awesome. The NPC guy, I don't want to mention his name, but it's a business. My final thoughts. Stay natural as long as you can. Trust me, I understand what steroids are for, but the problem is when you're younger and you're trying to grow and use steroids to grow and develop, eventually you do more and more and more. There is no way to go back. And so being in the PNBA, because not all of us are going to be IFBB pros, but going back in the PNBA, the memories that you're able to build through friendships, experiences, pictures is priceless. I would always suggest the PNBA before the NPC, without a doubt. Thank you for watching. The next video will be food hacks, one you don't want to miss. Have a good day.